The Richard Nixon UFO reference. The Nixon footage in the stolen Wardex files is based on a real UFO conspiracy story. Almost nobody in the theater recognized what they were watching. Daniel pulls up archive video of Nixon personally escorting a celebrity through what looks like an alien morgue. The film refuses to name him, just some famous actor at the time. Viewers who caught it say it's Jackie Gleason, star of The Honeymooners, Nixon's golf buddy, known UFO obsessive. Gleason's ex-wife claimed Nixon took him to Homestead Air Force Base and showed him embalmed alien bodies in person. Nobody confirmed it. Nobody convincingly denied it.
Are they people?
No.
The clip lasts 3 seconds and Spielberg moves on immediately. Trusts you to know who Jackie Gleason is. Most of the theater didn't. Right after that scene, the film explains why presidents stopped receiving alien briefings after Nixon, because they become private citizens who can tell anyone. Nixon told Gleason. Gleason told his wife. The cover-up was never as secure as the people running it thought. Why everyone missed the meaning of the eyes. Spielberg put the answer on a billboard 6 months before release. Nobody read it. The teaser billboard was a single upside-down eye inside a bird silhouette. That eye is the whole movie. When Scanlon takes control of Jane's mind using the alien device, the possession registers in one place only, her eyes. Normally blue, they shift to Scanlon's brown. Jane figures this out by looking at her own reflection in a knife blade. The most terrifying possible way to discover you're not controlling your own face, but it goes further. A butterfly appears reflected in Margaret's eye earlier in the film with no explanation. Nobody in the theater knew what that meant yet, and when the first alien appears on screen, Spielberg doesn't show the whole creature. He frames the eye first. Every single moment of contact in this movie passes through an eye. The marketing was the spoiler, nobody processed it. The Snow White connection most viewers missed. It reframes the entire animal subplot in this film, and most viewers walked right past it. Young Margaret sings "Someday My Prince Will Come" in the memory reconstruction sequence. Snow White is the girl who communicates with animals like birds land on her hand, deer follow her through the woods, the whole forest comes to her. Margaret spends the entire film being visited by a cardinal, a fox, a deer, each one an alien in disguise monitoring her. She is Snow White, she just doesn't know it yet, and it's a Disney song in a Universal film. Someone had to license that cross studio for a 3-second memory flashback. Spielberg wanted that song specifically. Disney does not make that easy. Fans point out he did this exact thing before. Close Encounters uses When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio.
Fate steps in and sees you through when you wish upon a star.
The same way. Same director, same composer. John Williams weaves the Snow White melody into the score here. Same move 49 years later, still nobody caught it. The 79 years Roswell connection. The number Hugo keeps repeating isn't a vague timeline, it's a direct Roswell reference. Most viewers heard it and moved on. 2026 minus 79 is 1947, which is Roswell. June 1947, pilot reports crescent-shaped objects over New Mexico. Debris turns up. As government says weather balloon, nobody believed it. Hugo names it exactly. 79-year terror campaign of lies. Daniel's stolen files trace every alien contact back to that year. The experiments, the corporation, the technology, all of it starts at Roswell. Before 1947, there was no Wardex, no cover-up, one crash, one decision, and the entire movie is what happened in the 79 years after. The film set itself in 2026 specifically, so that number lands as 79, not almost 80, because the cover-up started on a specific date. And so did everything in this movie. The monastery name that secretly predicts the ending. Most viewers heard it as background detail. The hiding place is called the Monastery of St. Clair of the Dawn. St. Clair of Assisi is the patron saint of television, officially designated real designation. Her miracle was witnessing a church mass she couldn't attend projected onto her wall. Remote viewing of a live broadcast. The film ends with a global TV broadcast that stops a world war. The hiding place was named after the patron saint of that exact ending from the first moment Jane says the name out loud. Then Scanlon catches it. He quotes St. Clair's miracle back at Jane during the possession scene and says he's also in 2 places at once. The villain used a saint's name to explain alien technology to her face. Most viewers didn't know who St. Clair was. That was the miss. The missed clues behind why Margaret and Daniel were chosen. The film gives you the exact date. Most viewers let it pass. February 23rd, 1996. Same day, different locations, both children. The aliens didn't experiment on them and release them. They built them for specific roles. Daniel gets mathematical and linguistic comprehension, the ability to read any structured communication system, including alien language.
Understand what she's saying?
I hear it's gibberish. I can't understand it.
And I can.
Margaret gets empathy and universal speech, the ability to transmit and feel across any barrier. One decodes, one broadcasts. Together they make a complete system, and neither works without the other, and the animals. Fans point out the cardinal that visits Margaret at the start isn't an omen, it's a check-in. It watched her and flew away. Every fox, every deer, every bird that seemed to watch them a moment too long over 30 years. Same aliens, same program. Returning to monitor the people they modified as children, not signs, surveillance. The aliens didn't find Margaret and Daniel, they grew them. The meaning behind Jane's stigmata. Her bleeding palm is deliberate, and most viewers missed what it sets up for the ending. Scanlon possesses Jane with the alien device and uses her mind against itself. Forces her to answer questions, makes her reach for a knife. Jane grabs the crucifix from her neck and presses the corners into her palm until blood comes. The pain briefly breaks Scanlon's hold. Viewers who caught the religious context point out this is stigmata, wounds in the palms, received by saints as a sign of spiritual connection to Christ. Jane is a former novice nun, using the only spiritual technology she has to fight alien technological possession. Scanlon had already described himself as being in two places at once, quoting St. Clair's miracle at her directly. Same saint, same miracle. He used her own religion against her. She used her saint back. It doesn't work permanently, but Jane shows up at the broadcast station at the end. Device in hand, wounded palm. She's the one who restores the power.
Tell them the truth.
Most viewers saw the blood and missed the point. The 24-hour timeline you probably missed. The entire film after the opening takes place inside one day. Spielberg never says this. The Cardinal visits Margaret, she goes on air, and roughly 24 hours later, the global broadcast happens. War stopped, world changed. In between, stolen files, alien device, mind control, car through a train, warehouse memory sequence, all of it. One day, after 79 years of nothing. The film opens at DEFCON 2, the world one step from the Third World War. The 24-hour window means disclosure has to happen while that clock is running. No second chance. No later. Viewers who mapped it point out there's no buffer anywhere. The broadcast doesn't go out today. It doesn't go out. The war starts first. Spielberg doesn't put a clock on screen or announce the compression. He just builds a film where the math adds up to 24 hours. Most people felt the tension. Nobody realized the ending of the world was happening on a schedule.
All of this is true.